I came across a very interesting video from Jubilee about fit women versus fat women. And the main topic was about how to eat and how not to be obese. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, or welcome to Uncle ABL. And in today's video, we're talking about a very interesting clip that I've come across. It's gone viral all over the internet, and it is about fit women versus fat women. And don't nobody get offended at me saying fat. That's what the video is titled. You can look it up right now. I'm not making it up. But one of the main things I wanted to address was this question of how to eat healthy. Is it expensive? Does it cost too much? Is it cost prohibitive? Is it cheaper to go to McDonald's and get a meal than it is to go get healthy organic options? And the reality is, when you're talking about obese people, it is not cheaper for them to eat bad. It's not more expensive for them to eat healthy. Their problem is with control, portion control. They're eating too much food. And if they reduced their overall calorie intake, they're going to save money regardless of whether they're buying nice, organic, whole food type stuff or going straight to McDonald's. Does it make any sense? And before I go any further into it, let's just cue the video up right here so we can get an audio and visual aid. If you want to see this full clip, maybe I'll link to it somewhere in the box. But again, this is from Jubilee. So shout out to them. Let's check it out.
Physique is 100% in your control. It's just that nobody wants to put the effort in.
Of course, there are aspects that I think you can control about your physique. I think there are more things that are out of your control. Like, it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap.
That is not true. That is not true. And I've had experience with this. I know all about eating and how to eat and what to eat, how much it costs. It's not true. But I'm gonna let her finish.
Go to the grocery store and I just want to buy a bunch of frozen meals. That's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce and fresh fruit and everything.
I disagree.
Immediately.
I disagree too.
Why do you disagree?
The prepackaged foods, the frozen ones, way more expensive. I've been on a budget, eternally. I always save money by just going to the grocery store and buying ingredients.
I agree with you on that, but I can go get a frozen meal sometimes for $1.50, $2. Where if I
$1.50 to $2 for a frozen meal? Like, what kind of meal are you getting? Like, nah, that's just simply, you're just making up stuff, okay? You're making up stuff.
I want to cook a whole meal, like depending on what all the ingredients I'm getting, that could be $10.
So you'll get more.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but still, you have to think from people who have like no money and they're thinking like, oh, I can get.
I've had no money. I've had $12 for a week's amount of food.
I hear both. I think that you definitely, in the short-term mindset, it is cheaper. You go to a fast food restaurant, they have like a dollar menu. I think they've even increased the dollar menu now. So,
I mean, these people are not really, they're not really in reality. I've been to McDonald's recently. Okay, so when I was at McDonald's, and don't judge me, I'm gonna explain. What I would get is a McCrispy chicken sandwich and a medium fry, no drink. We're at $10. $10 for just what I mentioned. So I don't know what you're talking about. $2 and $1 where?
which is
$2
crazy.
menu.
It's like $2 menu.
$2 menu.
So if that's valid, I think, but I think it's killing us in the long term. Like, it's like that short dopamine effect, the dopamine where you're like, oh, I just need something right now.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue.
I also did want to, just touch on other than.
So your physique is 100%.
Okay, so that's the main thing. That's what I wanted y'all to see. Now let's come back. There's a lot I want to say. All right. Your physique is in your control 100%. And I don't want to hear nothing about genetics. I'm going to tell you something about genetics. All right. Now, me, how I am right now, my physical body, I am 6'3", 205 pounds, between 205 and 210 right now. My dad, when he was living, was my exact same size. He might have been an inch shorter than me. But if you were to see us just walking from the back and you can't see our face, you would think we're the same person. You couldn't tell who was who. So genetics plays an impact to a certain extent. I used to be a lot heavier than I am right now. I was close to 300 pounds. And my dad was always 205, 210, 215 max. He was never 300 pounds. So where's the genetics? Okay, on my mom's side, ain't nobody 300 pounds. I was just eating too much. I had bad eating habits. That was the reality. So when I tightened my habits up, when I started to become grown and stop eating honey buns and oatmeal cream pies and things like that, when I stopped doing Pop-Tarts, when I stopped doing that, magically, I started to look better, feel better. And guess what? You put a little bit of exercise in there, you good. Now, let's get down to it. Some of y'all might have clicked the video for how do I eat better, but at the same time, don't break the bank. Great question. Glad you asked. Here's a meal right now. And I might even do a cooking video for y'all to show you how to prepare it properly. Here's what I do. Like, let's say what I had today. Let's say I had chicken and rice with some avocado, tomatoes. All right. Go to the grocery store. How much are the avocados? Like $1 a piece, $1.25 a piece. And by the way, I live in Tennessee. Some of y'all might live somewhere else or even more expensive, but I live in Tennessee. Avocado, $1, $1.25. Let's say I get 4 of those and I have one every day. So let's just say for the one day, $1. Okay, I get them in little Italian plum tomatoes. Those are going to be for 1, maybe 2 for a meal, maybe $1 and some change. Let's just round it up. The avocado and the tomatoes, we're at $3, which is kind of high, but let's just say that. Then I get a bag of rice. A bag of rice might cost $2, maybe $2 to $3. Let's just say $2. And in that bag of rice, you probably got 20 servings. A serving is a 1/4 cup dry rice. That's all you're going to need for your meal. So you got 20 servings of those. Let's do a little bit of quick math. If the bag of rice is $2 and it has 20 servings, that means each serving is 10 cents. Did I get that right? Y'all, please fact check me. So 10 cents for the rice, for the avocados and tomatoes, $3. Let's just say rice, avocado, tomatoes, $3. The chicken, I get a pack of chicken, it might cost me $10. In a pack of chicken, I may have 3 to 4 servings. Okay, that's the key, serving. Some of y'all eat the whole pack of chicken in one setting. No, I get some chicken thighs. It's nice. You don't got the bone. You good. You got plenty of protein to deal with. So a pack of chicken, let's say it has 3 servings, and that'd be what, another $3. So I got chicken, rice, avocado, tomatoes, all whole food, which is the most important thing. All whole food. It's not a processed food meal. Nothing instant, no instant rice, none of that. No frozen stuff straight from the thing. That right there cost me how much? About $6, $7 for that. You go to McDonald's and get a McCrispy chicken sandwich and the medium fry, no drink, that's $10. And it's processed, seed oil, low quality meat. So how is it cheaper to go to McDonald's than it is to go to the grocery store and get your food? I don't really understand. It is not more expensive to go to the grocery store. It is easier to go to fast food. It's easier to go out to eat. Here's something else. Even if you are eating high on the hog, you're buying fresh wild caught salmon every day, eating that, trying to be healthy, which is fine. You could do that. It's expensive, but you could do it. I do it sometimes. It's fine. Even if you're doing that, you still will spend less money on food if you're a really big person by eating less of it. Here's another thing as I close. Here's one more tip for you guys. I want you guys to not eat 3 meals a day. If you're fat and you eat 3 meals a day, you are eating too much food. If you're really overweight, into the 3s and 4s and whatnot, if you're overweight like that, you're eating too much food. Ain't no other way around it. You might go back to the genetics thing. Oh, my grandmama's fat. My dad is fat. My mama's fat. Well, y'all are all fat because y'all all eat at the same table, eating the same food. Even if you're not at the same table anymore, you grew up with the same type of toxic and uneducated mentality about food. And that's fine. I'm not trying to attack you. But what I want you to do today is become educated and open your mind. 3 meals a day is too much. And you got to ask yourself, take inventory and accountability. What are you eating every day? You get up in the morning, what's your breakfast? Are we going to first watch? IHOP, what are we doing? Then lunch, what are we doing? Dinner? Look, are we eating fried stuff, processed stuff, stuff that's high in fat, salt, sugar? I saw the rapper Lil Boosie making spaghetti. He had a bag of granulated sugar, and he was pouring it into the spaghetti, pouring it like it was water. I'm like, see, that's why you got diabetes right now. And I ain't trying to make fun, but sugar in the spaghetti. Look, I don't have in my house, there's no granulated sugar. I have salt, pepper, and a grinder, and I only have a pinch of it. If I put salt in my meal, like let's say for my seasoning, A light layer is fine. If you just salt all on your stuff, now you're going to have hypertension. You're just doing way too much. You're going to dehydrate yourself. That's not what you want to do. You want to have lightly seasoned meals. You want to have small meals. The meal I told you, the 1/4 cup cooked rice, the avocado, that big, small avocado, 2 small tiny plum tomatoes, and a piece of chicken, baked chicken thigh, that might be all I eat for the day. Maybe if I'm a beat back a little slice of lemon loaf, something like that, just for the big activities, and then maybe some trail mix just for a little bit of roughage, and I'm good. Some of y'all would eat that for one meal, then go to Chick-fil-A, then go to Starbucks and drink 1,000 calories of the sugar and everything else. And you wonder why you got this kind of fat layer on your body, because you got fat, salt, sugar, drinking it, plus drugs. A lot of y'all are on drugs, crack. A lot of y'all smoke crack. Well, if you on crack, that's a different story, but you understand what I'm saying. You're putting so many toxic pollutants in your body that you're going to have an unhealthy life as a result. And it can manifest as being obese. So if you're obese right now, I'm going to leave you with this. Stop eating. I would say go on a water fast for a week. If you are 500 pounds, do that for a week. Coconut water at that, because you're able to get electrolytes, so you're not going to feel lightheaded and whatnot. Now, if you feel bad, you're having a medical episode, hey man, I'm not a doctor, don't take my advice. But I've done that. I've done a fast for a couple of days, 48 hours, no food. Matter of fact, try that. Try 2 days, 48 hours. Don't gorge before you do it. That's to defeat the purpose. Eat regularly, and then don't. 48 hours. Get some coconut water from Costco, that Kirkland brand of coconut water with no sugar in it. Get that. Get that, and you'll be a lot better off. And again, if you're worried about money, just don't buy so much. You buy enough to eat 3 meals a day. Try 1 meal a day, 1.5 meals a day. Start small. Cut out 30% of the portion in each meal. Then go down to 2 meals. Then go down to 1.5 meals, and eventually do 1 meal a day. And by the time you get to be that point, you'll be fit. You'll look a lot better. Don't even worry about the gym if you're not changing your diet. Change your diet first, become a healthy person first, then go to the gym to get everything finished off for your cardiovascular health, to look pretty in a swimsuit. Do the work first to get your mind right, to get your diet right. Then the gym is icing on the cake. But that's pretty much all I got. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.